Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, it's been a pretty tough month for Kanye West. He's been in my social media feeds nonstop. I want to say this started with the Grammys, with the outfit that his wife was wearing with him when they toured the red carpet for their little bit they were there. He wasn't nominated for any awards, but I mean, he is a famous musician. He, of course, did make graduation, so it kind of earns you a spot to at least show up at the Grammys and get your picture taken. Some people said he wasn't invited there. I just find that outrageous. But anyway, his wife was wearing that very sheer dress. I can't even post a picture of it on here because, she was practically naked. I didn't make a video about it then because there was too much back and forth about, oh, well, she's a victim and she's wearing this outfit because he's making her do this. And on the other hand, it's like she's a grown woman. And if she doesn't want to wear something like that, you could probably say she can decide what she wants to wear and what not to wear. Any argument about that has been wiped away after this latest round of Kanye West freaking out on Twitter. He posting through it all, as you could call it, just rapid fire of some of the wildest things he said, conspiratorial thoughts, hateful rhetoric. Again, on his I Love Hitler art, calling himself a Nazi. But in regards to his wife's clothing at the Grammys, saying that this was experimental art, saying his ex-wife used to dress like that all the time and it's only a problem now. So this is him gallivanting this lady around like a wealthier white woman does with her little designer dogs. Except this time it's a person, and it is gross, and you should feel gross about it if you didn't before. As far as his Nazi talk, his I love Hitler talk, all this stuff, that's not surprising to me. He did this a couple of years ago on Alex Jones's show. And even then, people were saying, this is something you need to pay attention to. This is him telling the truth. This isn't just doing things that are controversial for clicks. You should believe things when people tell you them. But that's too much nowadays, to just believe the things that people are saying. You have to read between the lines. You have to understand the deeper narrative and that he's trying to draw greater attention to something else, or there's some deeper meaning to all this. And I gotta be honest with you, when someone tells me they love Hitler, I'm just gonna assume that they're a bad person. We don't need to go any deeper than that. That's fine. We can just move on from there. I saw where that streaming personality, Kai Cenat, was going to have him on his show or do some interview with him and call that off because of these recent news statements. And it's like, what happened before? Why is this a new thing now that suddenly you're finding a backbone about? And you can say this as, well, you needed to find a pattern or you needed to make sure he would do it again. He's changed. He's no longer the guy who says he loves Hitler and that he's an American Nazi, but yeah, he is. It's not that young people can't have wild political journeys, but this isn't a young person. This is a grown man. This is a billionaire. He can figure this out. This is also disappointing because a younger Kanye West was so rabid, anti-American Nazi, anti-rising Christofascism and American Nazism, and imagine what he would think of himself now. Personally, though, I've got a friend of mine who is a very big Kanye West fan, and I've been trying to break him out of this for a long time now, and it seems this was the straw that broke that camel's back. So hopefully some of your more ardent he made graduation friends are coming out of that shell now. If there's anything I wish people would learn from what's going on with Kanye West right now, there's two things. One, I wish we would just start believing people when they tell you things. This isn't me being like overly autistic and saying I can't take a joke, but it's more of a when you say things in earnest with not a hint of sarcasm in your voice, people should just believe the things you say. Not just with celebrities, but with politicians, with the people in your personal life. You should just start believing people and taking people serious. I've grown so tired of this edgelord culture of being sarcastic and not genuine about anything you say and do online that maybe it's time we should just take it upon ourselves to change this part of internet culture. The second thing is, probably the more important thing, is we need to break this narrative about women being overly emotional and not being able to control the things that are happening to them and freaking out online, because two of the biggest meltdowns we've had over the last years are from Kanye West and Elon Musk. And it's no amount of money or what's in their pants is making them stay normal. Very public, deranged meltdowns from both of these men. And I feel like their more ardent fans excuse this belligerent behavior because they are men. That if a woman were posting the same things with the same sort of tone and, frankly, that the same sort of pacing, they would say that she needs to get therapy or she's hysterical. And both of these men do need therapy. That goes without saying. But I don't think it's a bad thing for you to have manic episodes. Like, sometimes these things kind of happen. Not all of us are built the same way, and not all of us need the same kind of assistance. But if you have the money to do it, why are you doing this in public? I don't know. Zach Fox was a prophet when he said you needed to get off that train before he got on the I love Hitler part. And I guess until you have to have that awkward conversation with your he made graduation friend, y'all try to have a good day.